Hello everyone, I'm Chris G here. Happy Friday. TGIF. Anyway, you know on Fridays, folks, I always try to do a fish dish. Okay, so this fish dish I'm doing today, folks. This is for like this is universal, and this is fish and chips, and I'm doing it like the classic English fish and chips. And this is a take on how I do it. And folks, one of the best chips to use for your potato is Russell, and I think there's other one, but I always use Russell and have very good result from it. And the thing about it, folks, when you're doing potato and you're doing fish and chips, it's a totally different ball game from when you go to McDonald's and you get the fries. These chips has to be thick and nice, okay? And I know there's a lot of variation on how to do the chips to get them very crispy. But folks, what I do with my chips, I just simply wash them, slice them, leave them in some water to get rid of the starch. I put these here for a few hours ago, and then I'm just gonna blanch them in some not boiling water, just some warm water, and for about 5 minutes, take them out, cool them, and fry them. That's it, and I get very crispy chips. I see other people go for blanching them, frying them first, then frying them again, and all of that. No, I just soak them. So these are the chips over here, folks, that I already cut up. This is a potato here, Russell potato, and I'll show you how I basically what I do. I just get off the edges like this part, because you want to the potato, this one is washed already, okay? And you peel your potato, because you're gonna cut it in a certain way. You want to have it very chunky. I don't want the water to boil. I just want it to be warm to put them in, because or even cold water is best to put them on in to so you're gonna blanch them, okay? And then I leave them to cool in some cool water, and I fry them, and they come out crispy. I saw a lot of videos with you soak them, now you put them in the fridge and you blanch them and you fry them one time and you leave them and they come back and fry them again. That's you know what, that works for folks like that. Like I'm saying, I have very good result when I do them this way. See, I have these here soaked off for since this a few hours ago. So what this does, it get rid of a lot of the starch. See, so this is how I basically cut my potatoes. Basically, if you're doing it, this is how you have to do it. You don't wanna, this is not French fries, folks. This is chip, fish and chip. Okay, so that's what I do. And each piece like one, and I get two. And you see the size of it, right? It's thick. It has to be very thick. Yeah, that is a good potato right there. So 1, 2, each piece you should get about 3 pieces out of. That's it, no more, because it's chipped. It's totally different from French fries. So that's it right there. So all you do, you just put your stuff to soak, get out the starch, and I have the pan on here now, and I'm just going to put them in for about 5 minutes to blanch. So this is the size here, folks. This is chips. This is not French fries. These are chips. And I have relatives in England, and this is where I get my recipe from, because I think England is like the #1 country for fish and chips. I don't know if it originated there, but I know it's very popular in England. And this is how I've watched a lot of fish and chips. I've been doing this for a long time though, because I have friends live in England, and they come over, and when I went to England, they showed me how to, and I watched them how to do fish and chips. And folks, the fish, okay, while that is going, I'm gonna, because you need tartar sauce, guys. Okay, I'm using 4 nice pieces of codfish today, and these are Atlantic cod. Oh, sorry about that, folks. I don't know what's the matter with my camera. And folks, I'm using 4 pieces, very thick, and I just wash them off in some lemon juice and a little bit of salt, and I dry them. So this is it. This is 4 nice pieces. See they're thick, okay? So that's the fish right there, and that is all ready, okay? And now folks, I'm going to be making the tartar sauce while that is going on. And again, with fish and chips, ketchup is a no-no. It's a tartar sauce. That's it folks. Ketchup is a no-no. You know, it's like you're defeating the purpose. So it's basically, I have a bowl here, and we're gonna put in some, like you could just use buy the one in the store, but I'm making my own. So I'm putting in some chopped red onions, and I'll leave in the description the exact, but some chopped red onion, some garlic, chopped garlic, and we're making it hot and spicy guys, so we're using jalapeno pepper in it. That's optional, but we are using jalapeno peppers in it. And right now I'm getting my I'm using some cilantro and also some parsley together fresh. So I'm just gonna chop those up. I just washed these off, so I'm gonna chop these up. And also I'm using some chives, and not chives, dill. And here's the dill right here. That's the dill, fresh dill. Everything is fresh. If you don't have fresh one, you can use whatever you have. Just the same with the parsley. I'm using some fresh parsley and a little bit of cilantro because that gives you the sauce a very nice and this is fresh one you're making at home folks, so you know, from scratch. Okay, and this is some parsley here, and I just had in a few pieces of cilantro because cilantro gives stuff such a nice flavor. So I'm just gonna add this to the rest of the stuff here. And I'm gonna just chop up the dill and just get the parts. Don't use the stick part of it. Just the dill itself, the fine parts. You don't need that stick part. That part is gonna be tough. And dill is a must in and we're also using some capers. Okay. I'll leave all of that in the description, so you could, if you want to make it, you could, you know, give it a shot. Okay. And this is very popular in Canada, in North America. Fish and chips. There's a lot of restaurants today. You go, there's a long lineup for fish and chips. Dill has such a nice fragrant, guys. You know. So you put that along with the fish and it gives a nice flavor. And guys, I'm going to be using about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. I had lemon juice to that. Okay. And a little bit of salt. Not a lot, about a 1/4 teaspoon. And you know, I'm just eyeballing that because I've done it so many times. But for you guys, I leave the exact thing in there so you can see it. Folks, I apologize for the noise with the AC because it's very hot today, folks. Very, very hot, you know. So basically that's it. And now, folks, we're gonna add, okay, I had the cloves already, garlic. We're gonna do some mustard now. Yellow mustard or Dijon mustard, and some relish and mayonnaise to it. And I also, okay, we're gonna get some Dijon mustard. And like I said, folks, I'll leave the exact amount. Oh, because I just wing it. I know really basically, so I just leave the right amount for you guys in the description. And so that's Dijon. If you don't have Dijon, you could use yellow mustard. Any mustard would do. and about a tablespoon of relish. And this is the one bought in the store, folks. It's gonna, and some people just add this to their mayo and you know, and make it, but I'm making mine from everything from scratch. And now we're gonna add the mayonnaise. I hope I have enough mayonnaise, guys. I think it's about a cup or so. Okay, and you mix it around. We're gonna add some little bit of pepper, and I like to add lemon pepper to it. Yeah, lemon pepper, lemon and black pepper to it. And folks, let me taste. Wow, folks, that tastes so good. I'm gonna add a little bit more mayonnaise. Wow, the mustard and everything gives such a nice flavor, folks. So that's the tartar right here, and that's pepper. Oh my gosh, you give it such a not a peppery taste, but a very very nice, guys. That is optional. I just put some other peppers in it, but you could add a pepper sauce if you like, and you could leave it just like that. But that habanero, fresh green habanero pepper, wow. So folks, that is done. Tartar sauce is done, so I'm just going to leave that aside. And now folks, we're going to do the batter. Let's put these away. And I'm just going to rest the tartar sauce in the fridge for now. Folks, that is so good. Just rest this in the fridge. And folks, for the batter, we're going to be using about a cup of flour, half a cup of cornstarch, and 2 tablespoons of baking soda, because baking powder, because what that does is help to get it very crispy. Okay, between the cornstarch and the baking powder. All of that I'll just leave there for you also. So the flour is in there, folks, and cornstarch, everything is in there, salt and baking powder, and flour is there. We're just gonna season it up now. So I have to keep my eyes on the potatoes because you don't want them to be tough, and you just want them to just blanch right, you know. Yeah, they're coming along. So for the batter, folks, I'm gonna just gonna, you know, you could just add your own spices that you like to it. So my number one is a little bit of paprika, and you add your favorite and I add a little bit of turmeric, just a little bit of turmeric, give it flavor. Some garlic powder, and I also add a little bit of chili. And folks, I add some seasoning, a little bit of seasoning salt, because remember you're gonna season up the fish. And then I add some all-purpose seasoning, and that's basically what I do for mine. Yeah, that's it. If you know, it's up to you what spices you like to use, so you could incorporate that. So I just mix everything together right now. I'm just watching the potatoes. I start just watching the potatoes. So folks, here right now we have everything mixed up. I think I put, yeah, I had some salt to it already, I think. I don't like a messy stove. I think I'm gonna take the potatoes off right now and just put them some cold water because I think they're pretty much done. And folks, if you do your potato like this and you don't want to cook all of them, just cool them and put them in the freezer. And then next time you just take them out. Yeah. So I'm gonna put these now. Yeah, these are done. 10 minutes. Yeah, they're not cooked to mashed out. They just cook. They're not even cooked. They're just blanched. So when you go now to fry them, you know, it'll be very good. In a few minutes, they will be cooked. Okay. So I just running some cold water in them right now, cool them down, start the cooking process. And then I'm just going to dry them off. And like I say, folks, to each his own. I see they do a lot of different things with the potato to get them crispy, several different time cooking and frying. And like I said, I have no problem doing mine like that. I just make sure you just cut them and leave them to soak off some of the starch for at least an hour or so, you know. And I really don't have any problem with them. They come out crispy. And folks, one of the main ingredients in the batter that we're going to be using, folks, make sure you have a beer at home, okay? And this is a 500 milliliter beer. This is what's going to be going in. And you could use any beer. Right now I'm just using a premium. So you just add that to your batter, the beer to it. You don't want the batter to be too thick, and not too runny, okay? A can of beer or a bottle of beer, I think will do it, folks. I think when I did, yeah, I used the whole can. Because this right now is too, you want it to a good consistency, right? So the beer is added to it. I should use my whisk to get out get the lump. Well, there's not really much lump, so let me get the whisk. And if any beer left, folks, you know what? You just have it with your fish and chips. Why not? It's Friday. So this is it right here, okay? Smooth and nice. Right now the heat is on right now the yeah. So I'm using one of my saucepan. And folks, I don't have any. I'm not going from any dry to wet. It's just basically this is the batter right there. It's good. Everything real good. And see, that's it. That's the consistency you're looking for. That's it. And today when people want to do things, folks, they don't know, they want to do it the easy way, you know. So like I said, there's recipe up there that tell you that to do your fries about 4 different times before you finally get the results. And a lot of people just want something that works, and this works for me. I come up with very, very nice crispy fries, you know. I'm just gonna put them on a platter right now and just let them dry out. So the heat is going right now for the fish. The oil is being heated. And folks, for a fish, the best result, even though I love coconut oil and olive oil, use a good vegetable oil, okay? And you'll get a very good result. So I think I have some beer left over. Not much. So you see, it depends. If you're doing, like you're doubling up the recipe, then you might need to use the whole tin and maybe even more than that. So see, that's it right there. So I'm just heating up the oil. So I'm gonna do the fish while the French fries are. I'm gonna get those dried off. The oil is heating right now. So what I'm doing, instead of paper towel, I have a clean tea towel, and I'm just gonna put the fries on to just dry it off. They dry much better this way. This is the fries here I'm putting on, and this is how you want to have them, like that, very thick. Because not fries, these are chips. There's a difference, folks. Chips and fries, there's a difference. This is same potato, but a different way you're doing them today. So these are chips, and you see the all up. That's it. So they're just gonna leave them, let they dry off. So I'm gonna start with the fish first, because the fish, the fries, when they're fried, you just want to have them hot and nice, and you know the fish can retain its heat because of the batter. So I'm gonna do those first. And I think it's gonna be a beer we're gonna be having, folks, or beer. Okay, we're gonna have a beer instead today. No tea, no tea today. And like I said, folks, with fish and chips, no ketchup, just your tartar sauce, okay? Okay, so it's hot where I'm at, folks. It's about 30 today. And they said tonight will be about in the 20s. Not complaining, because you know what? This is July. It's almost done for us. So I'm just enjoying it and stay cool. And for the people who don't have an AC, there is place to go to cool off. So also check in on the elders, folks. If you live next door to an elder, check in on the elder. Make sure that they're okay. You know, because they're succumbing to stroke very easily right now, and I think there's cooling center for them to go to. Also, folks, please check in on your neighbors, okay, especially the elder, because the heat affect the elder and the very young. So please check in on your neighbors to make sure that they're okay, because not everybody have access to an AC, okay, and it's very hot right now. So that's it. We all have to look out for each other. I think I hear it popping, but I don't want to put them in and it's not hot, folks, because it has to be at a good temperature, not burning, but at a good temperature. So folks, this is the potatoes now. So they're gonna, these are just gonna dry, okay, and we have 4 beautiful pieces of fish. So like I said, we just did it, some lime juice quick and a little salt on it, and pat them dry, and that's it. Make sure they're dry, okay? You don't need any seasoning or anything. This is fish and chips. This is not escovitch fish, folks, because the flavor is gonna come from the batter, and the batter is well seasoned. So Don't go adding no Maggi or anything like that. You just leave them the way they are, pat dry. And I'm just gonna put them in there. I don't want to overcrowd the pot with the 4 pieces right now. I'm just gonna maybe put in 2 pieces first. This is fish and chips here. So those just staying dry. I want to get it on the front so you can actually see it. And I think that's very good right now. So you know what, I'm just gonna test it with a little piece of oh yeah, it's ready, folks. Okay, so this is the fish here, folks. Just make sure I get a good dab batter, and then you're just gonna okay, and then I'm just gonna add 2 pieces. That beer, the east from the ear, the beer also have to make it very crispy. Okay, I'm making a mess here, but clean up afterwards. Let's see if I can get this. Wow, dangerous thing. Don't do that, folks. Don't ever do that. Don't ever follow me do that. So the fishes are going okay. So on each side, I give them a couple minutes, then I flip them over. Okay. Come on. Folks, I don't know what's the matter with my camera, my GoPro these days. Maybe somebody have to, I don't know, I think I'm going to have a few miss in between there, folks. Somebody buy me, could get me a GoPro, folks. Yeah, so I'm going to flip them over now. Let's flip them over. And you just give them a couple minutes on each side. And then we're just going to put them on the rack to drain off. Won't work. So it's gonna give them a couple, put them over. One more time. Yeah, one more time. And I'll take those ones out. Looking good, folks. I'll just put them where you can see them. Thought about cooling rock here. The bigger cooling rock is, I don't need a big one for that. So. See how golden they are, folks? Yeah. And you know, folks, you do this at home, you know it's fresh oil you're using, right? Because remember, it's, you know, I can understand if you have a business, a lot of those places who do deep fry stuff, folks, they're not going to change their oil every day. So at least you know this you're doing is fresh oil you're using, okay? So once, I'm not saying you can go to those places, but once in a while it's nice to do your thing at home. And you know this question that you know it's done. You know it's done, right? The tartar sauce, even some places they make that and have it there for over a week in the fridge, folks. Yeah. So this, you know, is freshly done. You should be gonna be ready right now. Pretty much done right now, folks, I think. Yeah. See our golden there? Yeah. That one is done. Okay, and you just leave them let it drain a bit. And you just take out all of the pieces. And we're just gonna do the 2 other piece and then we start the fries. When you put them in, you move them around so they don't stick. Because I don't use non-stick pot. So, and this is the other piece. Folks, I'm gonna do a couple fries in the batter. It is so good, folks. Just gonna do a couple fries in the batter, which is so good, and then the rest just natural. Let's put one in between them. They're coming all along the place. So I'm gonna make both. I'm gonna do a few pieces in the batter and fry some. Most of the pieces that broken off, I'll do those in the batter. But folks, those are so good in the batter. And the chips are dried, nice and dry right now. Ready to turn over? Oh yeah, flip over. I'm gonna flip this one over also. Okay. They don't take a very long time to done. I think 5 minutes each or so. 3 to 5 minutes on each side. Okay. I'm using the biggest stove, folks. Let's put it here. Yeah. The smell, folks, is so nice. From all the seasoning from the batter, give it a very nice smell. So that's why I said you don't have to season up. You know, I know we love to season up things. The fish don't need any seasoning. All of the seasoning is in the batter. I'm just kidding folks about the GoPro. I have another GoPro. I have 2 more GoPro, so next time I'll use the other one. Good to have more than one equipment or whatever, folks. I have 2 more, so I just use another one, next time. Put them over there. Give a couple minutes, and as I say, good to go. And folks, after I take these off, I will do the French fries, then I'll come back, okay? So let me take these off, the fish off, and then I'll do the fries. And when I come back, everything will be ready, okay? So these 2 pieces, see, almost, see, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I did put a piece of fries in there with the batter, And like I said, folks, you can do your fries in the batter also, and you can do, and they come out very beautiful like that in the batter. So you could go off and off. So folks, I'm gonna take these out now, so when I come back, the fries and everything will be done and all set up, okay? Okay, we'll be back shortly. So guys, I'm back, and this is the final product right here. You have the chips, and guys, the chips is crispy. And the fish crispy. You have some malt vinegar, a tartar sauce, and some lemon, and a nice kind of beer. That's your Friday fish fry right there, folks. You don't get them better than that, right? Well, folks, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and have yourself a very nice weekend. Peace.